From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with News 3 Now. An East High School teacher has pleaded not guilty to 7 counts of attempting to produce child pornography.
The same teacher chaperoned a trip to Minneapolis in December where hidden cameras were found in students' hotel rooms. Amy Reed joins us from outside the federal courthouse where David Crutchen appeared just a couple of hours ago. Amy?
The courtroom was packed with students and parents who said they had direct ties to what Crutchen is accused of. Now, cameras aren't allowed inside, so we'll show you a sketch of what that was like. What you can't see is that every seat was full, and what you can't hear was that the tens of high school-age girls who I could hear sniffling and crying through the proceedings, and that only got louder after Crutchen's lawyer entered a not guilty plea. He's accused of 7 felony counts of attempted child pornography. An indictment unsealed today shows he's accused of attempting to make child porn on at least 2 different dates with several victims. One of those dates in late October lines up with another high school trip he likely chaperoned. The other was in January of last year. And we know this case is tied to the case in Minneapolis, but right now investigators haven't said how. We know that that case involves East High School students, and we know that Minneapolis police were involved in today's case. And in court today, prosecutors said Crutchen was uncooperative in Minneapolis and accused him of lying to police. And shortly after that trip, Madison School District put a staff member on leave. They told us at the time that it was precautionary. The district released a statement to us today. They said, "This news is incredibly disturbing to MMSD family and our community. We want to assure you that MMSD will do everything we can do to support our students and community through this unimaginably challenging time." Crutchen will stay in custody until at least his next court hearing, and that's scheduled for next week.
Amy Reed reporting live tonight. Amy, thank you.
The Dane County Sheriff's Office has identified a runner who they wanted to speak with surrounding the homicide investigation of Nicholas Day. Deputies put out this series of photos this afternoon asking to speak with a jogger who they say is not a suspect in the homicide that happened in Blue Mounds earlier this month. About an hour later, they said they had identified this jogger. The Sheriff's Office says it's still asking to talk to anyone who lives, works, or travels through the area of County Highway JG, Burgum Road, Stewart County Park, and Bone Road who may have any information to help solve the homicide of Nicholas Day. Madison Area Crime Stoppers is offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. We're learning more about the suspects arrested in a raid in Beloit yesterday.
5 people were taken into custody in a home on the city's west side. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter joins us from our Janesville Gazette Bureau with the latest.
Eric and Charlotte, we just learned the names of those 5 suspects within the last half hour, but there is still plenty that we do not know, like what led Beloit police to their Vine Street home to begin with. Now, Beloit police had teamed up with police from Janesville and the Department of Criminal Investigation to conduct that search yesterday morning. Now, at the time, police say they were looking for 1 individual in particular, but ended up taking 5 into custody. Now, of those 5, 4 have multiple prior felonies, and police say they were all taken to jail on parole violations. Now, out of those felonies, almost all of them were drug-related, including dealing heroin. And neighbors I talked to today said they feared for the worst as they've seen multiple people come in and out of that Vine Street home all hours of the day and all hours of the night for the better part of the last year. And all of those 5 suspects are still awaiting an appearance in Rock County Court.
Adam Duxter reporting from our Rock County Bureau tonight. Adam, thank you.
A Madison man was arrested after falsely reporting a strong-arm robbery at a bus stop near UW-Madison. UW police say the robbery was reported to have occurred at the Lot 76 bus stop near the Nielsen Tennis Stadium. The alleged victim told police that an unknown suspect approached and struck him before running off with his wallet and cell phone. UW-PD deployed a K-9 team for tracking, talked with people nearby, scoured video evidence, and sent a crime warning message to students, but it was a false report.
A foggy evening with some possible freezing drizzle. Let's check your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
And there also could be a few flurries in there as well, but I don't think this is going to cause a big impact on travel. Precipitation has been very light where it's been occurring. The clouds, of course, they're still stuck around. You can see that on visible cloud track, but on Doppler track, you can see just a few flurries showing up. There might be a little patchy freezing drizzle in there, hardly really even enough to be shown on radar, but we are starting to see a little fog develop. A few places seeing visibilities drop below 5 miles. I don't expect widespread dense fog, but there will be some lowered visibilities because of fog. Otherwise, look for cloudy skies overnight. Temperatures will drop into the lower 20s by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, we'll see some patchy fog along with a couple of flurries or some patchy freezing drizzle. Most of the time, it'll just be cloudy with a high of 32. Milder weather's on the way for the weekend, and we could even be flirting with a record high temperature by Sunday. I'll have more details on weather in a few minutes.
World Health Organization is declaring the coronavirus outbreak a public health emergency. The CDC has confirmed the first person-to-person transmission of the coronavirus in the U.S. A woman in her 60s who had traveled to Wuhan, China in December and returned to Chicago earlier this month infected her husband. Both are hospitalized in stable condition. Meanwhile, the WHO is praising China's response to the outbreak, but says other countries with weaker health systems are at risk.
The only way we will defeat this outbreak is for all countries to work together in a spirit of solidarity and cooperation. We're all in this together.
In Italy, thousands of passengers, including 114 Americans, were not allowed to leave a cruise ship while tests were conducted on a female passenger from China who came down with flu-like symptoms.
And a local healthcare plant is directly tied to the impact of coronavirus.
Jamie Perez explains how a Madison company is helping people overseas.
The GE healthcare plant here in town makes this. It's a machine that helps people breathe, and right now, demand for it is up 20%.
So this is the ventilator engine inside the CareScape R860.
It looks complex.
So what you're seeing on the screen is the actual breath being delivered to the patient.
But GE Healthcare plant manager Kevin Rail says this machine is simply helping patients breathe.
So this CareScape R860 is being tested on a mechanical patient lung here.
Through the ventilators, it's pulling in air and oxygen and breathing it back out to the patient.
Here is where the breath is being delivered.
This company has seen an increase in demand for these machines to areas that are impacted by the coronavirus, but especially to China. According to a recent study in the Lancet Medical Journal, 30% of the patients being treated for the coronavirus in China are having trouble breathing. Rail says he couldn't even give us a number on the amount they're assembling and sending to China, but knows they'll do whatever it takes to save as many lives as possible.
We want to help in any way we can.
They do not see this increase in demand slowing down anytime soon as the coronavirus continues to spread, and they're actually hiring 10 more people to help them keep up with that growing demand.
Jamie, thank you.
And another area school district is canceling classes due to illness. The entire Wanawak School District will be closed tomorrow. The principal at St. Paul's Lutheran School in Wanawak says it will also be closed, telling us that 16 of the 68 students in school were out Tuesday due to illness.
The Wisconsin Heights School District was closed today due to a power outage. Officials say a transformer started on fire at an electrical power plant early this morning, but the fire went out on its own. About 1,200 people were without power for a while, including the Wisconsin Heights School District. No one was injured from the fire. Classes are expected to resume tomorrow.
Drama at the beginning of the second and final day of the question and answer phase of the Senate impeachment trial after Chief Justice John Roberts refused to read a question. Justice Roberts blocked a question from Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. It included the name of an individual some conservative media outlets have tried to out as the whistleblower. Meanwhile, there were multiple questions about the upcoming election.
We have the impeachment of a president in an election year with the goal of removing the president from the ballot. It's domestic election interference.
Counsel for the president says the next election is the remedy. It's not the remedy when the president is trying to seek to cheat in that very election.
Senate Republicans are hoping to move to vote on acquittal Friday, but Senate Democrats will push for votes on witnesses first. So far, only 2 Republicans have publicly said they intend to support calls for witnesses. The city of Madison is being recognized for being an age-friendly city. Today, the city officially a member of the AARP network of age-friendly communities. That award means Madison is actively working to make the city a great place to live for people of all ages. The program has participating communities in more than 20 nations. Madison, the 6th municipality in Wisconsin to earn that award.
If we pay attention to the needs of the folks among us who do have a little bit harder time getting around or maybe are not as able to access different services and opportunities or are not able to drive themselves or are not able to afford opportunities in our community, then we will make all of those things more accessible to everyone in our community.
Madison joins Sheboygan, Greendale, Shorewood, and Wausau as the communities in Wisconsin who have won this award.
A group of elementary school students here in Madison are among the most recent students to sign our BU pledge, committing to being confident in who they are and respecting the unique qualities in others. This is an ongoing effort between News 3 Now and SSM Health. Our partner's regional chief nursing officer visited a third grade class at Lincoln Elementary, where she stressed the importance of taking the pledge.
They all bring unique qualities to our community. So we want them to respect and understand differences and realize that it's okay. It's okay for you to be who you are and for me to be who I am and to be respectful of that.
The kids who signed the pledge today also got some BU gear to help spread the message to their classmates. If you want to learn more about the BU campaign, just visit our Time for Kids page at channel3000.com.
Ahead on News 3 Now at 5, games are continuing. It's the Staples Center in L.A. after the death of Lakers legend Kobe Bryant.
And coming up tonight at 6, the UW-Madison School of Music has a new green room space. We'll hear the story behind the graduate it's being named after.
And on Wall Street, the Dow surging with a 125-point gain today. The NASDAQ up 24. The S&P 500 adds 10. We'll be right back.
Ashley Home Store's Mattress Marathon kicks off this weekend. Save instantly during the biggest mattress sale of the year on Tempur-Pedic and Cooling Gel Memory Foam mattresses from iComfort. Plus, get 55% off Ashley Sleep mattresses and doorbusters store-wide. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
Save big money on all of your projects at Menards. Transform any room with window treatments from Window Images. 23 by 48 1-inch room darkening aluminum cordless blinds are $13.99. Plus, they can be trimmed to width for free. All in stock. Lithonia lighting, recessed housings, and trims are on sale. Get this 6-inch new construction recessed housing for just $4.99 each after rebate. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Wow, you ready?
Yeah, let me just grab my wallet.
Uh-oh, I've seen this before. Wallet way too big, skinny jeans too skinny.
I'll just carry it.
Before you break something, you should know you don't actually need a wallet. With BMO Harris, you can just take cash out with your phone. Or if you need to, you can pay them with Zelle. That works? Yeah. You're stuck, aren't you?
Smile.
Woo! Those jeans are way too tight.
That feeling you get when no wallet is no big deal. That's the BMO effect.
If something happened to you, what would happen to them? Their home, their education, their future. You need life insurance, and chances are SelectQuote can help you get it for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found Jacob 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Our secret? At SelectQuote, we aggressively comparison shop highly rated companies to find you the company with the best rates.
We found Gary, 35, a $1 million policy for only $22 a month.
Why pay more? Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
Call 1-800-592-1010 or go to SelectQuote.com now and get the insurance your family needs.
At a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Furniture and Appliance Mart is inviting you to our Friends and Family one-day sale this Saturday with a Preview Day Friday. Get up to half off all appliances throughout the store. Plus, get a free 10-year limited warranty with any appliance purchase. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
A Madison teacher is charged with multiple counts of child pornography. We'll have an update from court. And the coronavirus is causing a surge in demand for respirators made at a GE healthcare plant in Madison. Find out what this means for the company at 6.
The race to the White House begins with the Iowa caucuses, and News 3 Now is there. Political reporter Amy Reed covers every angle with live reports starting Sunday. Stay informed with the area's most in-depth election coverage, only on News 3 Now.
Sporting events have resumed at the Staples Center, the so-called house that Kobe built after Kobe's sudden death in a helicopter crash Sunday.
The Los Angeles Kings hockey team took to the ice last night to play Tampa Bay and to honor Bryant, who frequently attended the team's games. Players wore basketball jerseys with Bryant's number 24 before the game. Their helmets featured decals honoring Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, who also died in the crash.
I'm not gonna lie, I shed a few tears just from thinking of him, and
you know, what Kobe meant to, I think, all of us, the city of Los Angeles and beyond that, it was something special.
Bryant's widow, Vanessa, broke her silence for the first time yesterday. She wrote on Instagram, "I'm not sure what our lives hold beyond today, and it's impossible to imagine life without them. But we wake up each day trying to keep pushing because Kobe and our baby girl, Gigi, are shining on us to light the way." The Los Angeles Lakers return to play at the Staples Center tomorrow night.
Disturbing new allegations are being made against R. Kelly from his ex-girlfriend. Azriel Clary says their time together was full of sexual, emotional, and physical abuse. Last March, Clary and another of Kelly's girlfriends, Jocelyn Savage, defended him in an interview on CBS this morning. Now, in an exclusive interview with The Sun, Clary says Kelly tried to control every aspect of her life, including brainwashing her and forcing her to perform degrading sex acts. She says she is one of many victims.
I think a lot of women are ashamed or embarrassed to come out because of stuff like that, because it'll be incriminating them.
R. Kelly remains jailed while awaiting trial on federal and state sex crime charges. His lawyer tells CBS News that Clary's allegations are not true.
The Iowa caucuses are now just 4 days away, and candidates and their volunteers are crisscrossing the state. The new Monmouth University poll shows Biden with a slight edge over the rest of the Democratic field in Iowa. Democratic candidate Joe Biden took square aim at President Trump, who is set to hold his own rally in Iowa tonight. Biden has the advantage of extra FaceTime with caucus goers. So does Pete Buttigieg. He's holding back-to-back events and stepping up criticism of his competitors. But sidelined in Washington are the senators serving as jurors in President Trump's impeachment trial. Our political reporter Amy Reed will have live coverage of the caucus beginning Sunday. You can follow her updates on News 3 Now and the Channel 3000 app.
Let's get a look at your first alert weather. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, we've been cloudy and gray again today. We'll have to watch out for the possibility for some scattered flurries, maybe a little patchy freezing drizzle, and also some patchy fog. But you can see on Doppler track, the precipitation coming in from the west is not very widespread. There's a lot of breaks between it, and a lot of this is just very light precipitation. Fog is starting to show up. Again, not terribly dense, and I don't expect it to be so, but that could lower visibilities a little bit. Right now, 7-mile visibility in Madison. Farther out to the west, the visibility is closer to around 5 miles over much of Iowa and Minnesota. Some thicker fog over western Minnesota, but I don't think that will move in here. But 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Patchy fog is not only possible for tonight, but also for tomorrow and into Friday night. And there'll also be some flurries and also the potential for a little freezing drizzle, maybe even a little drizzle tomorrow afternoon as temperatures get up above freezing south of Madison. But we're still looking for very mild weather on the weekend. Saturday's looking for high temperature in the upper 30s, even though it'll stay cloudy. Sunday, the sunshine will return, and that, would coupled with southwesterly winds, will bring temperatures into the middle 40s. Now, the record high temperature for Madison is 47, set back in 1987, and that actually could be within reach. But on weather track across the Midwest, you can see the upper level winds are becoming a little more southwesterly, so that just keeps the cold air shut off for the time being up to the north. The next little weather system moving in from the west doesn't really have a lot of strength with it. There was actually a little area of low pressure over southern South Dakota and northern Nebraska with a weak warm front. The temperatures on either side of these fronts is not very different. So as that system kind of comes in, the big thing for us is that the winds will be more out of the south. So that will bring in a little more moisture. That's what will contribute to the fog development and also, again, a little patchy freezing drizzle and some snow flurries. But on future track, notice the clouds sticking around. And again, the flurries, a couple of areas of freezing drizzle may move in. That's through through tomorrow night. Now, by tomorrow night, we'll start to see the fog start to diminish by early on Saturday morning. And skies will remain cloudy into Saturday. But this is the promise. See this area of clearing out here? Well, look what happens as we go through Saturday night and into Sunday morning. The clouds, gone. That means 7 o'clock in the morning, about the time Jimmy the Groundhog will be looking for a shadow. He probably will see it, but the good news there is that we will probably be looking at temperatures in the middle 40s. Now, there's a weather system we were talking about for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week that could bring some light snow. The computer models are backing off on it even a little bit more and pushing it a little farther to the south. The area more likely to see several inches of snow will be closer toward the Chicago area, and maybe an inch inch or two into southern Wisconsin. This area has been fluctuating back and forth over the last couple of days. So we're keeping an eye on it. At this time, I think if we see some accumulating snow, it generally will be on the light side. So our forecast for tomorrow calls for cloudy skies. We'll see some patchy fog, a few flurries, maybe even a little bit of freezing drizzle. High temperature tomorrow at 30 degrees. And as we check out the 7 to 10 day forecast, again, that warm-up starts this weekend. 37 on Saturday, even though skies will stay cloudy. There's the partly sunny skies in the forecast for Sunday, Groundhog's Day. High temperature of 44. Still 41 on Monday. We'll see some rain showers develop in the afternoon. That will change to snow late Monday night. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we have the possibility for some light snow or flurries. There could be some minor accumulations during that time period. High temperatures upper 20s and lower 30s. Quiet weather for the end of next week, and then maybe some chances for some light snow or flurries into the following weekend. High temperatures will be, again, in the upper 20s to the lower 30s. As we take a look at first alert traffic right now, seeing a couple of problems on the Beltline. There's the view of the Beltline at Park Street. You can see traffic moving pretty slowly in both directions. Now, there's a report of an accident on the westbound Beltline near Fish Hatchery Road, so that's backing up traffic from Fish Hatchery Road all the way back to Monona Drive. Eastbound on the Beltline, we're seeing the usual delays from about Monona Drive to Park Street, and then another little stretch between Fish Hatchery Road and Seminole Highway. As far as travel times are concerned, right now, 21 minutes on the eastbound Beltline from University Avenue to the interstate, but because of the accident in the westbound direction, over a half hour from the interstate back to University Avenue. Heading out of Madison right now, 25 minutes to Janesville on I-3990, 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12, and 18 minutes from downtown Madison to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue, US 151. That's your News 3 Now First Alert Traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. Ahead on News 3 Now at 5, the Super Bowl now just 3 days away. We'll tell you how they're getting ready for the big game down in Miami after a short break.
News 3 Now First Alert Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You try hard. You eat right, mostly. You make time when you can. But sometimes life gets in the way, and that stubborn fat just won't go away. Cool Sculpting takes you further. A non-surgical treatment that targets, freezes, and eliminates treated fat cells for good. Discuss Cool Sculpting with your doctor. Some common side effects include temporary numbness, discomfort, and swelling. Don't imagine results. See them. Cool Sculpting. Take yourself further. Go to CoolSculpting.com for a chance to win $25,000.
Beat the cold with hot deals during Steinhaffel's winter sale. Save 30% store-wide, plus an extra 10% off. Save big on this Lazy Boy rocker recliner, now $449. American-made sofa, now $539. These 3 American-made solid wood beds are under $799. And get an extra 10% off one of our most popular American-made solid wood dining sets. Plus, get 40% off all Canadel. These hot deals won't last long, so hurry in. Only at Steinhaffel's.
Hello, I'm Gary Canolti, inviting News 3 Now viewers to join me on a fabulous New England and St. Lawrence Seaway cruise, July 9th to the 19th. Discover Boston, including the JFK Museum, before boarding a Holland America Line ship for a breathtaking 7-night cruise. We'll explore ports in Maine, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Quebec, then visit timeless Montreal. Our vacation includes all airfare, many meals, and more. For your free brochure, call Holiday Vacations at 1-800-826-2266.
We're back at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
For a big drawing.
Let's go down to Tina.
Hey guys, we're here for the drawing of the brand new car, and there sure are a lot of anxious people waiting to see if they've won.
And the winner is Alan Jordan.
Yes! Congratulations!
Marie, baby, we won! We'll get rid of the old beater no dad gave us. Marie! Looks like Dad's gonna get the old beater back. Yeah, right?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Do you have sleep apnea like me? Then you know the hassle of dragging your big, bulky CPAP device with you whenever you leave home. That's why you're going to love the Transcend Mini CPAP, the world's first portable mini CPAP that's both super compact and lightweight. It's as small as a can of soda, weighs just a pound, and has a battery pack about the size of a deck of cards.
Go online or call now to try the Transcend Mini CPAP for 10 nights risk-free.
Transcend delivers what I need to sleep well, yet it's smaller than my shaving kit, so it's easy to take with me anywhere. It's even FAA compliant, so I can finally sleep comfortably while flying. In fact, I can sleep comfortably anywhere now.
Bye-bye, big and bulky. Now you can have the freedom to sleep everywhere with Transcend Mini CPAP. Go online now to one of these authorized Mini CPAP dealers or to a CPAP store near you. Or you can buy direct. Try Transcend Mini CPAP risk-free. Call 1-800-924-0242 or visit mytranscend.com.
All right, the Chiefs and Niners take the field in Miami Sunday. It is Super Bowl 54.
As game day approaches, fans are arriving and final preparations are being made for the world's biggest one-day sporting event. The halftime performers, Jennifer Lopez and Shakira, are keeping details of their 12-minute show top secret, but spoke about the tremendous pride they will feel on Sunday.
Two Latinas doing this at this time in this country at this time, it's just very empowering for us.
This is a palpable example of how anything is possible, really. And the only thing that matters is the size of your dreams.
About 65,000 fans will pack Hard Rock Stadium in Miami to see the superstar performers and the main event, the Chiefs versus the 49ers. Law enforcement officials are warning fans to be very careful about where they purchase their tickets and merchandise.
Also in Miami, security teams will monitor the stadium from the sky, the ground, the water. They're looking for all types of threats, from terrorism to even coronavirus. Above Hard Rock Stadium, the FAA will restrict airspace. Black Hawk helicopters will patrol the skies looking for any unauthorized aircraft, including drones, before and during the game. Miami police are equipped with hundreds of monitors, but they will not be watching the actual game.
This gives us access to thousands of cameras throughout the county that we can tap into if something's going on.
While patrols are being beefed up, so far there's no known credible threats against the game, but there is another concern. As we mentioned, coronavirus. Health officials are actually setting up a quarantine station at Miami International Airport. That is just as a precaution. Stay with us. We'll have another check of your forecast in just a moment.
Bring your family and friends to Monk's Bar and Grill, home of the mouth-watering half-pound ultimate Monk burgers. Try the Prime Nacho Burger, the Brisket Burger, the Alamo, or the Big Ten. Monk's Bar and Grill, serving up a good time since 1947.
Like you, my hands are everything to me. But I was diagnosed with Dupuytren's contracture, and it got to the point where things I took for granted got tougher to do. Thought surgery was my only option. Turns out, I was wrong. So when a hand specialist told me about non-surgical treatments, it was a total game changer. Like you, my hands have a lot more to do. Learn more at faxonhand.com today.
Ashley Home Store's Mattress Marathon kicks off this weekend. We've worked with the world's best mattress manufacturers to bring you the biggest mattress sale of the entire year. Get our best deals ever on Tempur-Pedic and save $500 instantly. Plus, get a top brand pillow for $1 with your purchase. Hurry in and save $700 instantly on cooling gel memory foam mattresses from iComfort. Tons of freebies. Plus, mattress doorbusters that you have to see to believe. There's no better time to get the best savings on sleep. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
If you ever find yourself in a negotiation, one that involves you or your family being injured, you'll want a good law firm on your side. One who will not blink. Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Dear Jack Frost, people say you've got ice in your veins. But underneath it all, you're just a big old softie. Go ahead, try to nip at our toes. Thanks to our available Remote Connect. We'll be toasty and warm and ready to go. Warm wishes, Toyota Cars.
Right now, you can lease a stylish new 2020 Toyota Camry for $259 a month. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It's the annual RV show and sale you don't want to miss at Interstate RV, January 30th through February 2nd. Great RV show pricing just up the road, Highway 51 Poinet.
The number of uninsured Americans rising. The cost of prescription drugs rising. The threat to people with pre-existing conditions rising. The good news? So is support for the one candidate who'll do something about it. As mayor, Mike Bloomberg helped expand coverage for 700,000 people, including hundreds of thousands of kids. As president, he'll lower drug costs and ensure everyone without coverage can get it. That's a promise. And unlike him, Mike actually keeps his.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Bring your family and friends to Monk's Bar and Grill, home of the mouth-watering half-pound ultimate Monk burgers. Try the Prime Nacho Burger, the Brisket Burger, the Alamo, or the Big Ten. Monk's Bar and Grill, serving up a good time since 1947.
Inside local efforts to make plastics more eco-friendly. Tonight at 10.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, the deadly coronavirus, the first case of person-to-person transmission in the U.S., and why it's now being called a global health emergency. The latest on the impeachment trial is the Democrats' hope to call witnesses fading. And we'll meet the residents of a famous American landmark spreading joy on all 4 flippers. That's all tonight on the CBS Evening News.
It's not quite dinner time yet, so we can run this next story. The Super Bowl just 3 days away, as we mentioned, and it's time some animals choose their champion.
This is Fiona, the hippo at the Cincinnati Zoo. Fiona chose the Kansas City Chiefs over the San Francisco 49ers. Right now, the Chiefs are 1.5
Apparently, we're going to show this like more than once.
Against the 49ers.
She kind of liked the Chiefs, but then
apparently
lost her lettuce.
What's in the San Francisco?
Lost her lettuce right on the Chiefs, so we don't really know what Fiona picked.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
We don't know if that's a pick for the Niners or the Chiefs.
Right, but what's in the? Is it the same thing in both?
I don't know. Like something like to lure her? I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, we got a little fog out there tonight, maybe even a couple of flurries. Nothing really showing up on radar, so don't expect anything big. Visibility right now about 7 miles in Madison. Look for cloudy skies, maybe some flurries or patchy freezing drizzle overnight into tomorrow. Tomorrow's high temperature at 32. Warm up on the way for the weekend, though.
All right, Gary, thanks. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 2 Now at 6. CBS Evening News coming your way next. Stay tuned.